Okay, and on with part two of that last scrapbook I was showing you. So we stopped on the previous page. So here we start with Get Off on Driving Saturday, and it's David Bowie's new single. This is the original advert from NME, and it's April the 7th, 1973. And you can see David Bowie live in May. All these a variety of dates here. Quite a lot of them. 367 was about 14 or 15 dates there. You can see him live. And that is the original advert. Opposite, on April the 21st, 1973, David Bowie, Aladdin Sane, and that is advertising the tour. And again, it's all the May dates over here. And it's Main Man presents David Bowie live. And again, they're both original. Moving over to NME, April the 21st, 1973, and this is from America, and this is Show Business in the Twilight Zone, and it's Nick Kent in Detroit and LA. Finding there's no escape from decadence, and he meets David Bowie, and there's a brief, well, not a brief interview, there's actually the answers Bowie gives in that are fairly brief, so it's just an article about him. Quite an interesting one, and as I said, he's in America at that point. After he retires, Ziggy, he goes off to France and with Ange here, and it's May the 12th, 1973, this is NME, and Aladdin Sane, a bit of a take there on Sane, and they're taking some photos and doing some touristy stuff in France, just as he's there to record the Pin-Ups album, of course. And there's a few casual photos of Bowie and Ange there. Not much on this other page, it's just things about Bowie returning to Earl's Court, announcing a date, and a variety of other just pictures of him. And some fan stuff as well over here as well. Let me just see if I can see the one on Bowie. Yeah, Mr. Bowie's decision to quit live performance. We wait with bated breath for news of the future of the impeccable Charles Shaw Murray. Will he too disappear from the live scene simply because he did so much with Bowie? Did he have another job apart from Bowie? That's that one. And Tightrope Walker at the Circus. I think people need someone to take their risks for them, and this is Bowie on the reasons why. And this again, would you believe, is Charles Shaw Murray, and he's in France, and he's at the chateau while Bowie's recording pin-ups, and it's just a report on the recording and what's going on. Here I've got May 73, so we're winding back slightly, and this is Bowie in Scotland on the Aladdin Sane tour, just a review of that gig. And we return here to pin-ups. I'm Bowieing out at the chateau in France, and again it's Charles Shaw Murray. Talking about David Bowie, and a variety of pictures here. There's Ronson with him a couple of times. So that's quite a nice article there. And then we have the case for and against David Bowie. So all the things that are in his favour on that one, and the things that aren't so much in his favour. There aren't too many things that aren't in his favour, but there are a few. So then we come to the, I suppose it's the final Ziggy Stardust gig officially, which was the 1980 floor show for the Midnight Special. And this was recorded over the period of, well, 3 days really. We've got Ziggs and Trogs and backless nuns, so we've got Marianne Faithfull there in a nun's outfit. Bowie had all these costumes made especially for this one performance, which was shown in America, never shown in the UK. Still hasn't been shown in the UK, and it still isn't available on video, not officially anyway. But it was fantastic, and the costumes were just amazing. And he did some great songs, because he did I Can't Explain as well, which was, I love that version of the Who song. And there's also an article here, this is August 11th, 73 NME, and this is about David Bowie's music being heavily bootlegged. Santa Monica Civic Auditorium is specifically mentioned in there, the live gig, which was very heavily bootlegged at the time, and that's just a report on that it is available. 1974, of course, he changes completely and starts looking very different, and goes on the Diamond Dogs and Soul tour of America, and the Cracked Actors Zaps Canuck Thespians. And again, this was never filmed for an official release, which is a shame, and us in Europe didn't get to see it, only America saw it. And it didn't come over here, unfortunately. And everybody's read a lot about the Diamond Dogs tour, and there is footage available, but it's not very clear footage. It is very much rumoured that there is decent footage available and whole concert footage as well, but it's yet to be officially released. But here he is at number 1 with Diamond Dogs in the UK, the album, which is my favourite album of all time. And there's just Bowie announcing here an extra gig as well in America. So that's that one. And finally, and again, this is about Diamond Dogs and a report from America on a live gig. It's back to R&B for Ziggy Stardust, who now wants to be recognised as a singer. Bowie talks exclusively to Rob Hilburn in Los Angeles and previews his next 2 albums, one of which is, of course, David Live. So that ends this scrapbook, and I've got one more to show you on this block of films, and probably in 2 parts. I expect the next one, so which I'll upload in a few days.